Welcome back to LDV Games. I'm Lord Darth Balls, and this is another Raid Shadow Legends video. And in this video, I'm going to go through the team that I just built to farm on auto with 100% success rate, Dragon Hard 10. As you can see, it is a little bit of a slow fight. However, this is a very comfortable run with very, very little indication of a potential for a loss. So let's get into the team. So in this fight, the damage that I do against the boss comes primarily from poisons. Because you notice I don't have a true, like, big hitting damage dealer. And in the stages 1 through 9, I was able to bring in both Royal Guard and Seer along with Lydia, Duchess, and Bad L to get through them pretty easily. However, there's no decrease attack in that team, and when you get to hard stage 10, this dragon can hit very hard, and decreased attack is a necessity to complete this fight. And unfortunately, I didn't have enough sustain to keep either of these damage dealers in when bringing in Dark Kael, and that's where God's Secret comes in. So let's go through these champions real quick. I'll go through their builds, and I'll show you the AI. So Lydia, top tier free champion, coming in with two pretty big skills here. On one hand, we've got the decreased defense and weaken, which is good because then anyone with 100% crit rate will just do more damage. It's only a couple in this fight. But the strengthen and the increased speed are more beneficial than the debuffs here, right? Strengthen to reduce incoming damage and increase speed to keep my team running quick. Her A3 also comes in very handy here because it has poison sensitivity and block buffs. So the Tainted Dragon puts up increased attack, which if you don't have decreased attack, he's just going to hit like a massive truck freight train coming at you. So block buffs prevents him from putting up increased attack on himself, and poison sensitivity helps the poison that I do more damage. Bad L's coming in here. I've got my quick Bad L. I'll go through the stats in a second. He's got an AoE A1 with a heal. He's got an AoE full team cleanse and 2 continuous heal buffs and 2 poisons on the enemy. So this is an incredible ability, and it's on a 3-turn cooldown. And then if you think his kit wasn't good enough yet, anytime there is a poison on an enemy, the damage that you do just does 20% more, which is pretty incredible. Then Godseeker Aniri comes in, and she's got a small heal on her A1, which is useful. She's got an AoE heal on her A2, which has the ability to decrease the duration of all buffs with enough accuracy on enemies, and doesn't need accuracy, increases the duration of all buffs on your team, which is huge. She also has a single target revive with a 50% turn meter fill and resets the cooldowns of their skills, which is incredible. This is one of the best single target revives in the game, and her passive is super clutch here. On one hand, it just increases the amount of healing your team gets, and there's a lot of healing in this team. And then if an ally is about to get hit with a fatal hit, it preemptively places Revive on Death on that champion, which means they don't die. They get knocked down and they get back up again, like Chumbawamba. I get knocked down, but I get up again. Anyway, Duchess comes in, straight up OP champion overall. Shield on her A1 for 2 champions. Block buffs, increased attack, perfect veil on her A2. Right, that's damage reduction, damage amplification, and can block the poisons or the stuns. She's got a full team revive with a veil and continuous heals, damage reduction, and help them top their health up. And then she's got this incredible passive, just reducing the damage that you take from the boss. So then coming in from the primary, one of the primary sources of damage, because Dark Kael, a free-to-earn champion in the Doom Tower, the normal secret rooms, he is a top-tier poisoner. He's got an A1, which is a triple hit, and has a 20% chance to instantly activate 2 poisons. It can activate 1 HP burn as well. However, there's no HP burn in this team. It's just poisons, so it doesn't matter for this fight. And it books to 35% chance. So you're pretty much guaranteed 1 double pop, which is nice. The A2, here's the decreased attack that I bring in. It is an AoE. When booked, it's a 100% chance on a 3-turn cooldown. And then each crit, it is an AoE, has a 75% chance of increasing the duration of all debuffs, which is incredible, right? So he places the decreased attack, and with a single hit, he has a 100% chance of increasing every buff by 1. That's poisons, that's the block buffs, that's the decreased attack, that's the decreased defense and weaken. Super useful in this fight. And then his A3, we have poison sensitivity on Lydia, but we also have it here on Dark Kael. And this has a 100% chance when booked of placing 3 poisons on top of it. So between his A3 and Bad L's A2, that's 5 poisons right there, which is pretty awesome. His passive decreases the crit rate of enemies under 2 or more poison debuffs by 15%. This on bosses in Raid reduces the ability for them to hit crits to almost impossible, which is crazy. So that combined with his decreased attack is some of the best damage mitigation that you can have and bring into this fight. So let's take a look at their stats real quick. Duchess is running mighty fast with some high effective HP and high resistance. Lydia, similar build, running quick, high effective HP, both high resistance and enough accuracy to do the job. Now, Bad L, I've got running in a reflex set, which helps him come back to his A2 more frequently. I've got him running fairly quick, some decent effective HP. He is running 100% crit rate, not a super amount of crit damage, but he does get a little heal on the A1 on an AoE basis. And he's got moderate attack and accuracy. This is enough accuracy to do the job. I'm not sure about the resistance. He may need a little rework, but he's great the way he is. I love this build for Bad L. Godseeker Neri's built in regen with speed 2-piece alongside of it. She's got some decent effective HP, running very quick, and enough accuracy to have the buff reduction if need be on the A2. Dark Kael, I am running in Retaliation. He's the only champion that I run in Retaliation, and it's because his A1 pops poisons. So the Retaliation set has a 35% chance to counterattack when hit, which means every third hit, he's just going to throw an A1 back and pop a couple poisons, doing a nice chunk of damage. He's built with 100% crit rate, decent enough speed for a nuker, about 3,500 attack, and enough accuracy to do the job with a little chunk of crit damage. That could be a little higher, but he brings a little bit more utility than he does pure damage in this fight. All right, let's take a look at the AI, and there are 2 key pieces of this AI that are, with the way I have these champions, built 100% necessary for the comfortable 100% auto farm team. Dark Kael needs to not use his A2 in round 2. If he's got it when we get there, he can use it, but after that, he cannot use it because I need him to open with it and prioritize it against this dragon. Decreased attack is critical in this fight, and it has to go out as soon as possible because the dragon's damage starts coming in very quick. I also want the block buffs up as soon as possible from Lydia's A3. So I don't want her using that in round 2, and I want her opening with that in round 3. Outside of that, that's it. There's no other AI to worry about in this fight, and that brings it to a 100% success rate, fully auto farm team, albeit a little slow, so it could use a little bit of work. So I'm going to let the run play out. You guys can watch it in action. Thank you all for watching. If you've made it this far, I appreciate the view. Don't forget to go down, like, and subscribe the video and to my channel. Come join my Discord. I'm Lord Darth Balls. I'll catch you all in the next video. Enjoy your raid.